La cucaracha, ya no puede caminar porque le falta una pata principal. La cucaracha. Okay, you have horses, you have dogs, you have cats, you have everything, right? So what's missing? La cucaracha. That's right. I know, for those of you, how many Latinos in the house? Okay, some. How many of you know the story of La Cucarachita Martina, the cucaracha? Okay, a couple of you, not a lot, okay? So for those of you who don't know, I'm going to tell you very, very quickly. This is a story about a love that dare not speak its name between a cockroach and a mouse. And it was a cockroach that lives in Spain, a very pretty cucaracha who's always cleaning. This cucaracha is always cleaning with a broom. And one day she finds a coin. And then she thinks, what can I buy with that coin? Huh? What? Well, what would she buy if she's a cockroach? Face powder, of course. So she puts a little makeup on. She looks so good and so hot that all the animals want to marry her. So they all come a-courting. You know, there is the duck, quack, 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 but she goes, okay, she has to ask them how they will talk to her. And if they talk nice, she's going to marry one of them. But, she has the frog. The frog goes, okay, Mr. Senor Frog, how would you talk to me? And the frog goes, barum, 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 barum. Or in English, it would be ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. He goes, I know, that's going to drive me crazy. Morning, noon, and night, you guys do not shut up. Forget about it. And then then the rooster comes in, and she goes, okay, rooster, how would you talk to me? And the rooster goes, kikiriki, because it's a Spanish rooster. The American rooster would go, cacadoodle-doo, cacadoodle-doo. Okay? It's, So then, she says, oh my God, no, that's a lot of noise, okay? That's a lot of noise. And then comes a little ratoncito Perez, the mouse who everybody believes is a full-blooded royal mouse who knows how to curtsy very well. So she goes, okay, ratoncito Perez, how would you talk to me? And the ratoncito Perez goes, choo, 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 choo. Oh my God! She falls in love. They get married. She dances flamenco at the wedding. Then one day, look, there she. She's singing flamenco at the wedding. Let me see if I see the. Oh, here's the Perez. Perez. Okay, she's in the balcony. Perez, is courting. Then she dances flamenco. Then one day for the holiday, she is cooking a nice sweet dessert. So she's cooking a nice sweet dessert, but she's also very clean. There she is cooking the dessert, but she's very clean. So she keeps on with the broom cleaning outside. She leaves the pot, burning, and the mouse Perez goes, ooh, it smells delicious. I wonder what it is. So he gets up on a little stool, like we have, or a chair like this. He gets up on the stool or a chair, and he sees a little almond. He thinks, ooh, I'm going to get that almond. And when he goes to get that almond, he flips over and goes into the pot and boils to death. Look, I know. This is what they tell children. Okay. Before they go to bed, look, these are the little feet, okay? The little feet of the poor mouse. Look at this. Oh, thank you very much. Look at the little feet, okay? This is horrible, horrible. But, so what happened? So what happened with the cucaracha? Well, she sings, she becomes a widow. And she sings to her little mouse Perez. She never forgets him, but, she ends up being a widow. So it's a beautiful story that we tell the children of Latin America. It's a very well known. And besides Kafka's Metamorphosis, Joan Didion's, Miami, and George Orwell's Animal Farm, Perez Martina was one of my inspirations. So this dramatic story I'm going to do for you today is based on the Elian Gonzalez story. I don't know how many of you know, but Elian Gonzalez was a little boy, 5 years old, who went on a trip, and he was shipwrecked, found at sea, and then his custody battle created an international crisis. So the title of my piece is called Con qué culo se sienta la cucaracha? With what ass does a cockroach sit? And I will try, like Stanislavski, to become a cockroach. Can you tell I'm a Cuban cockroach? Okay. But I'm not feeling so cucaracha today. I think this is a little off. I just put it here. Yes. It's good to change things. Okay, I'm not feeling cucaracha. I don't know why, but you know what I think? Los zapatos, chica. The shoes. Now that's more cucaracha, right? That's more cucaracha, okay. Quick hide. Quick hide. That should be my name, not Martina. That's what they should put in my tombstone. Here lies quick hide. Oh, the life of a cucaracha is really tough. People think we're dirty, but what do they expect when we gotta hide all the time inside a greasy stove, under a dresser, with a dust bunny the size of a bullfrog? And only if you're very lucky, behind a can of Planters peanuts that's been opened and you can lick the salt. We suffer so much anxiety. You gotta have eyes in the back of your head because you never know where the danger's coming from. But I shouldn't complain. This is a good family situation for me. The old man is 80 years old and slow as molasses. And Catalina, my best friend, is a very generous parrot. But bossy, I gotta do all her legwork because I got 6 legs and she's got 2. And she's gotta be inside her cage. Every day at 9 a.m., I gotta go into her old man's bedroom to see if he's packing a suitcase to leave on a trip. And she's so strict with me. We gotta have vocabulary lessons at 12 before lunch. And then at 3, café con leche. Café con leche, not just regular café con leche, but café con leche with a discussion. And she gets upset with me if I say something she don't wanna hear. Mira, like my grandfather used to say, al rey no se le dice lo que no quiere oír. You don't tell the king what he don't wanna hear. No? Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Oh, practice makes perfect. Oh, Virgen Santísima. Where is Martina? I've never met a cucaracha more resistant. Any type of intellectual stimulation is like a punishment. How many times have I told her we must feed our brains as well as our souls? And to think I was once like her, una salvaje, a wild savage. I was not born in Havana, though some called me La Señorona de La Habana Vieja. No, this grand dame of Havana was born in the jungle and taken by a man who took Cuban parrots to sell in the black market. And that's how my brother Francisco, now Harry, ended up in Chicago. And I ended up with my old man, the Grammy-winning singer of the Nueva Vista Social Club. Oh, my Grammy winner. So handsome, guapo. Big bags under his eyes, magic fingers that can pluck the guitar and massage my cranium. My old man and I, we're going to be doing a duet together of a CD. And that's why I work hard to elevate myself and learn a new vocabulary word every day. Yesterday's word was succinct. Martina should be happy. How many roaches are there that learn vocabulary and live in such splendor? A cage that's the exact replica of the Palace of Versailles. My mirrors, my Louis XIV chair, and my divan. Most people are hungry in Cuba. I'm like Marie Antoinette. I say, let them eat cake o pastelito guayaba. Martina! ¿Dónde me metiste? Where were you? I assume there's nothing to report. No suitcase, no packing going on. He's not going away on a singing trip, no? No packing, no suitcase, no. Not like that, no. Okay. Let us begin with our vocabulary lesson. The word for today is petit pois. That's French for peas. Repeat after me. Petit pois. Again. Again. Now a sentence. I love my petit pois. Is that it? Oh, very well. What, you're not staying to hear Bertha, the bee, the animal internet's new reporter? Keep on buzzing, Bertha? You think she's dry? Don't you mean succinct? Yes, I know you like Lumumba the lizard's reporting, but he's old. Yes, very well, go meet Lumumba, but remember, Café con Leche is at 3, and our discussion is going to be a good one, all about Spain becoming the biggest investor in the Cuban economy. Oh, esta cucaracha. Lumumba! Lumumba! Poor guy. His legs don't have good suction no more. To think that I used to live in this apartment. This was a very bad family situation for me. A lot of danger and no food. 1 week I was on a strict diet of hair. Hair is so bad for the digestion. A shadow all around me. Ow, 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 oh. Hey, kid, your finger on my antenna is killing me. What, you're a good boy and you gotta kill me because nobody likes roaches in the house? They're dirty. No, that's a lie. You're a good boy and you don't lie. And you like to play with the tourist children at the hotel where your father works, but the tourist children got bigger, better toys than you, a Power Ranger and an SUV, but you got toys that are magic, a rock and a stick, and they can fly. Oh, you're a smart boy. And you like to wash your daddy's car, so bye-bye, dirty roach, I kill you. No, kid, I'm very clean. I'm so clean. I'm friends with a queen. What queen, you ask? What's your name? Elian Gonzalez, the Queen of Spain. You saw her on TV. You love TV. Me too. Take your finger off my antenna and I'll tell you all about it. No, I won't run. I promise. Ow. You see, Elian, I was in a flamenco dancing contest. That's right. I was the best dancer of flamenco in all of Cuba. And that's how I got to be the roach in waiting to the Queen of Spain. Yes, sit down. I'll tell you all about it. No, I won't run. Here I was, dancing with a mantilla on my head. Ole! What? Oh, yeah, they cut 2 little holes on my mantilla so my antenna could stick out. Yeah. Elian, and when queens eat, what do queens usually have? A crown. Yeah, but she doesn't want to wear a crown because she wants to be more democratic. No, more communist. No, more capital. Oh, look, the politics got me mixed up, okay? Look, queens have banquets. The only problem is that the banquet is in a restaurant. And there's nothing that restaurant owners hate more than us roaches. But mira, mucho coco. I jump on the back of the queen's dress and hold on to the back. Oh my God, it was so pretty. I had to read the label. Carolina Herrera. And when I look up, the restaurant owner is staring at me with such hate. But I stare right back. He can't do a thing. He whacks me. He whacks the queen. I went down on the back of the queen's dress, holding on and waving just like the queen. Elian, you try the royal wave. That's right. And I made the headlines in the animal internet. That's the AI, where we get the news. La Cucarachita Martina dines with the Queen of Spain. What? You want to kiss me? So I turn into a princess. I know, chico, that happens in fairy tales. If you kiss me, I'll be a roach, but a roach in waiting to the Queen of Spain. Quick, hide. Thanks, kid. Look at that. He's waving at me. Martina, ¿dónde te metiste? Where were you? My old man's coming any moment now. Oh, There he is. Quick, hide, hide under the sunflower seeds. Hola. Guapo, 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 guapo. I'm hiding under the sunflower seeds. And I see the old man shuffling and singing, and he's calling Catalina the flower of his existence. And then he tells her that he's going on a singing trip to Miami. Oh my God, she loses it. No, Miami, no, Miami, no, no, Miami, no. Well, the guy, he's a smooth operator, because then he says they're gonna do a CD together and that he's gonna give her a massage. When he says massage, that's the key word. I see, Papi. Give it to me, Papi. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Mira, an old man and a parrot, that relationship is not healthy, okay? But life is good for me here. All I gotta do is shut up. I'm getting good at climbing the dresser where the old man keeps his postcards. I could use a little contemplating. There's nothing more relaxing than contemplating on top of a postcard. My favorite is Rio de Janeiro, where Yemaya has her feast day. I love Yemaya because she respects roaches. Thank you, Yemaya, for not letting Elian believe I was a dirty, dumb, disgusting roach. Contemplating is good. We roaches, we are bon vivants. The bees and the ants, they're the workaholics. We love to contemplate, yeah. You know, sometimes I don't understand why people hate us so much. We've been in this planet since the day of the dinosaur, and we are not extinct. Why? Because we outsmart people, and we're easygoing. How many times they hit us with a broom, and then they go find a pen or a newspaper to pick the cadaver up and surprise! And then they yell, Coño, where did that maldita cucaracha go? We outsmart people, yeah. We live, we are survivors. We live even if our lives are full of insult. Martina! 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 You missed Bertha, but I will tell you the news. Oh, in that old French tradition, that of the raconteur. And the lead story today is such a tragedy. A tragedy, a tragedy. Oh, I love a tragedy. Please, can I rip a little piece of paper from your cage to use as a hanky? If you must. It all started at 4 a.m. in the morning. 14 people huddled together by some trees and shrubs near the shore boarded a boat to leave Cuba. Last passengers were a young mother and her boy, El Niño, 5 years old. Isn't it something? El vaivén que se tiene a la gente. The Queen, the Pope, Leonardo DiCaprio, they all come to Cuba by plane, and then others, they go by boat. Huh? Are you finished? Before they boarded the boat, the boy turned to look back. But when the mother bent down and said, Niño, don't look back. There's our future. El Norte. The captain of the boat took the boy from her. He was her boyfriend. And when the mother saw the boat packed like a can of sardines, she hesitated. But the boyfriend said, Vamos, and she did. It was so crowded in the boat, the mother held the boy in her arms, and when the boy turned to look back and didn't see any lights on shore, a tear trickled down his cheek. He wiped it off with the back of his hand. He wanted to be brave, but he had a lump in his throat. The mother, to distract him, pointed to the planets. There's Pluto, Venus, Mars. She got them all wrong, but it did distract the boy. Then she started to sing, When you wish upon a star Ay, nobody sings that song better than Jiminy Cricket. Ese grillo tan sexy. Ese grillo malojero cannot hold a candle to my old man. Not long after that, the boat stopped. And the boyfriend went to see if he could fix the motor. To make matters worse, it started to rain. The drops were the size of quarters. People started to get antsy. They said, "What is happening? We're not moving. We paid $1,000. The boyfriend tried to fix the motor, but he couldn't. Then the waves kept rocking more violently from side to side. The mother put the boy down, and he almost lost his balance. A big wave poured water over them. A woman screamed as she fell. Suddenly there was thunder and lightning, and people panicked. And panic is like wildfire. Once it starts, it's impossible to put out. People rocking more violently now. Another wave poured water into the boat, and the boyfriend yelled for people to calm down. Suddenly, a man went overboard. People screamed, "He's drowning!" The boyfriend yelled the mother to get the 2 inner tubes to use as a life preserver. The mother grabbed one for the child and poured it on him. And then the boyfriend yelled the mother to grab the rope he was throwing, and she quickly tied the boy to the tube and said to him, "Niño, hold on, hold on." She was about to tie herself to the tube when a monstrous wave was forming and growing bigger than all the others. And the weight of the passengers, along with the fury of the wave, capsized the boat until all of the passengers were hurled into the ocean. Y el niño? The boy was underwater. He opened his eyes. He couldn't see a thing. He swallowed water. He gagged. In a few seconds, the tube lifted him up. With the rain, thunder, and darkness, he was confused. Where was his mommy? He saw someone by the sinking ship. Was that her? He tried swimming like his father had taught him, but with his arms that were too short to reach the water. And all he could do was kick as people kept screaming and crying, and the rain was coming down hard. He tried to scream, but no sound would come out of his mouth. Then the screams and the crying stopped, and the only sound was the sound of the waves and the rain. And the boy just kept kicking. ¿Y su mamá? Ay, no, the mother, no, pobrecito, 5 years old, no, pobrecito, ay, Dios mío. Ay, I love a good cry. Oh, that was great. Martina, it's a tragedy that turns into a comedy, because the boy who's been called the child of the dolphins was rescued by 2 Miami dolphins, Dolores and Dominique. Oh, they were so good to the boy. First, they all cried together. The boy cried about his mother, and Dominique cried about her own mother who died in childbirth, and Dolores cried about her baby calf who got hit by a Carnival cruise ship. And then after they cried, they pirouetted and echolocated. And when the boy was hungry, he asked, "Got milk?" And Dolores, who was still lactating, breastfed the boy. And her milk was as sweet as dulce de leche de Haagen-Dazs. They got along so well with the boy, they wanted to adopt him. Imagine, a boy with 2 mommies. But the sharks vetoed the adoption. Well, they pirouetted and echolocated, and they pushed the boy, Elian Gonzalez, to a fishing boat so he could be picked up. Elian Gonzalez. I know him. This is not news. This is a real tragedy. I know him. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And you know what happened? You know what happened to Elian? He got sent back. In my story, this is just an excerpt in the story. What happens is Catalina and Martina have a huge fight in a jealous rage. The parrot hits, the roach. She ends up in a luggage bound for Miami with the old man, and she ends up in a next door to Elian's relatives. So she gets inducted in Miami into the AI, the animal internet, by a transgender cat called Cassandra. And when she does get, inducted into that, she actually does the interview with Elian, one-to-one with Elian, the day that the U.S. government sends the SWAT team to pick up Elian and sends him back to Cuba. So the roach jumps into Elian's sneaker, and they fly off to Cuba, where they eventually reunite Martina and Catalina, and they continue the vocabulary lessons, and they continue their discussions with café con leche. Thank you very much. Thank you.